Welcome back to another episode of Appraisal Adventures. Here we go. So I wanted to show you a bit of another box I got from the lady with the antique dealer as a father. So this is normally what she gives me. She tells me how many coins she's got. She gives me a bunch of bags to separate and label things in. And then we get a whole bunch of bags. So let's crack them open and kind of give you a sense of what we get to look at. So right there, 10 centavos from Brazil, 10 cents from Jamaica, and we'll grab one more out of this. So the Mexican, 10 centavos. So it looks like these are probably ones that have 10s on them. That's what she labeled them as, 24 coins. So she does some basic organization for me, which is nice. And then I kind of take it from there and figure out what everything's worth. Sometimes there'll be flips in there. Sometimes lots of flips. Ooh, looks like that one could be silver right there. That's cool. Is that from Britain? Yeah, Edward the 7th with a 3 on there. That might be one of the Mahdi coinage. 1902. That would be a really cool find. Never run into those in person, but I've seen them on Numista. Well, looks like we got some ancients in here as well. I'll have to look a bit closer at that. Looks like we've got a holy figure on the front, so this is probably Byzantine. They like to have holy figures on the front and sometimes on the back. Looks like this is one of those. Looks like another silver Roman in there. So yeah, I'll get into this and I'll let you know what I find. Just want to show you what I get into as soon as I open the box. So I'm almost done sorting into countries and styles. We got some ancients over here, Byzantine and whatnot. This is a whole bunch of railroad coins that have just been flattened out, or I need to look them up later. This was kind of cool. Found a couple more apothecary tokens. And then, like, I've got 3 bags left, and I pull up this bag. Ask coin person. That made me giggle. So, what are we asking about? Oh, we've got torn up Swedish ore, torn up 5 centavos from Mexico, torn up halfpenny. Okay, so probably the question is, are these things worth anything? Well, there's an ancient, so that's fine. Another ancient. That looks cool. That might be worth something. I gotta look into that. Got a Lincoln shot through the head. Interesting. That thing's all taped up. I'd say that's worth 25 cents. I think it's actually broken. Yep. It is broken in half. But somebody taped it together. Wow. Somebody did a number on this. Might take that apart just for fun. That looks like it's split in half both ways. Yeah, I can put my fingernail through that. So, ask coin person. That was pretty funny. Well. Alright, it's time for some highlights from the box. So here we've got a commemorative coin from the UK. This is commemorating the Silver Jubilee of Rain. And we got Princess Diana on the horse there. So that's a commemorative I hadn't seen before. They had a silver version of this and a copper nickel version of this, but I'm fairly certain this one is copper nickel. Doesn't, oh, yeah. Another one we have is from Zimbabwe. I don't have any coins from Zimbabwe, so this one stuck out to me. It's kind of cool. Even though it's from '93, it's a $1. And another one I didn't have was from Monaco. This is from 1943 with Louis II, Prince of Monaco. And this is 2 francs. And this is made out of aluminum. Another cool one. I've got some from this country. This is Mauritius. This is 1951 1 rupee. But it's got one of those funky edges where they smash 2 coins together. They call that a security edge. We got King George VI on this side. From Canada, last time we saw some bank tokens that had the bouquet on them from 1837. These are both bouquet tokens as well, but I remember seeing a note that the bouquets were a little bit different depending on where you got them. So those had different bouquets on the front, and obviously they're different coins, but they're both from Montreal. This one says token on the top, and this one says bouquet du people. And another Canadian bank token, again from 1837. This one's Concordia Salis, or Solace. This is a 1 penny from the Quebec Bank. And you got the beaver down there in the middle, which is really cool. And then more French words. Next we have a UK farthing, 1884, and it's in fairly decent condition, actually. I'd say this is worth about $5 in this condition. You can definitely see a lot of the details there. Let me zoom in. Yeah, 1884. So, very nice farthing. We've got this 51 from Bulgaria. Very nice condition. Pretty much mint condition. I can't remember what I valued this at, but probably only a couple bucks. And the same for this piece from Ceylon, 1963. So, from Switzerland, we've got an 1899, 2 Rapid, in very nice condition. I'd value this at about $6. This was an interesting one. This is John Wayne, American. And we got him riding on his horse in one of his Western movies. I valued this medal at about $10. I didn't see, there's a 464. I don't know if that's a serial number or whatnot on the edge, but I thought we could probably sell that for about $10. This was a fun one. We got Hollandia. And in this particular design, this looks like it's a Dutch colonial, referred to as a New York penny. You can't see much on this side. And these, in this design with a wreath all the way around it, like that, were only from 1590 to 1599. But still in this condition, I'd say only $3. But it's a one do it. From 1894, we found this piece from Haiti. This is 2 centimes. I haven't found a piece this old for Haiti, but it's quite a big piece, but again, it's very rough smooth. I ran into a lot of smooth coins as I was going, so that's to be expected as we go through some old stuff. So these things were kind of interesting. They're celebrating George Washington, his presidency, and it took me a while to find them, but these are actually attached to clothing. Some people said that they found them on their mom's belt buckles or something like that, but or not belt buckles, but they would like dangles or jangles or something like that that would clank together, and they were all shiny. So this one, obviously the chrome has fallen off or whatever was coating it, but they're pretty much worthless, maybe 25 cents a piece as a fun item. This thing is heavy. I think this is made out of cast iron. It's got church on the front and a big huge capital I on the back. I couldn't find any information about this, but They're really cool and interesting. I'd say start it at 10 bucks and see where it goes on eBay. Over here we've got a trade token for the Monte Cristo bar. This is good for 5 cents in trade. I found similar tokens going for at least $5 a piece. Over here we've got a ship token, or something that went on a necklace or a keychain. There's nothing on the back. I couldn't find anything about this either. If anybody recognizes it, let me know. Otherwise, I think the best thing to do is just start it out at $1 and see where it goes on an auction. So, this is a V-nickel, but looks like it's dipped in gold, which was actually kind of popular before they put the word cents in there, because this looked like the $5 gold piece. So people would try to dip their 5-cent pieces in gold to pass them off as a $5 piece. So they had to adjust the design to write cents on it so that the US wasn't losing money because people were being smart about it. So probably isn't worth much, maybe $1, maybe $2 because it's been dipped in gold and it's an interesting piece. So I'd start it at $2 and see where it goes from there, but always giving that information will incite bidders. This one I'm guessing is a Crusader token. Looks like you got a castle on the back and a cross on the front. It looks like this is like a Septivis or something like that right there, but I couldn't quite tell. If anybody's got more details on this, it seems kind of light for its size and also kind of screwed up around the edges. This may or may not be real, but I'd give it $5 and we'll see where it goes. Thought this was interesting. We got Ben Franklin 100 banknotes on a coin. Now this is copper nickel. Only 9,999 were minted, and it was minted in like 2001. So I'd give this one $7.50 from what I saw online. And yeah, interesting piece. And then here's a warning to everybody that doesn't store their coins properly. These are all made out of iron, and this is what happens when you don't store your coins properly. I think most of these are from Sweden. I was able to see the Sweden or Denmark. Which one did I put? Yeah, they're Sweden. So they're Swedish ore. I could at least identify them that way, but because they're so corroded, I can't get the dates on them very well, and I don't think anybody wants them. So, yeah. These are common coins, but they're also completely rusted. This is from the California Midwinter International Exposition in 1894. This is referred to as a so-called dollar, or a de Young dollar, who was the director and the president of the exposition. So we've got a souvenir of San Francisco, California. It's a nice looking coin. It's made of white metal, and it's worth probably about $15 from what I was able to find. Alright, on to US 1 cent. This is 1817, and it's got 13 stars. In this condition, I'd value it about $20. People like these, so. Got another one of those, and this one is in 1839, and this is called a silly head. Could you see that little knob right there? That is referred to as a silly head. So there's several different varieties from 1837 to 1839. But this one is a silly head cent. And that one's worth probably about $20 as well. Over here we've got a Masonic 1 penny. Pretty cool. Value this at about $5. This one is from the Hiram Union chapter, number 53, in Canajoharie, New York. Right here we've got an 1828 half cent from the US. It's got a hole in it. It was made of copper, and I'd value this at $3.50. I don't have a half cent, so I'm pretty interested in this one. This was a cool find. So this is the U.S. Frigate Constellation. I know we've got some ship coins coming out with the pirate ship silver coins that are selling out online from 1797. So this coin was struck from parts of the frigate Constellation, the first ship of the U.S. Navy. So I looked on eBay, and it looks like these things sell, based on the description, for at least $17. So it's pretty cool that it's made out of ship parts, and you throw that in the description and people want to buy it. So we've got a Civil War token. This is General Andy Jackson, and I'd value this at about $15. It says this metal, price 1 cent. Pretty cool. So this was a nice find, an 1855 half dime, and when I looked on the back, it looks like it's O-mint. So it's in pretty beat up shape, but this is the lowest of the type, and so in mintage value, this was 600,000 minted if it's an O. And this is 90% silver, and I'd value this at about $15 in this shape because it's a key date. Might have somebody that wants to fill it into their book. This was a cool piece at a 6p, pretty beat up, but from 1857. That's from the UK. Because it's beat up, definitely only give it about $4. But because it's old, people would pay that. Got a 1927 6p from the UK as well. Pretty good shape. Probably about $3.50 for that. It was 50% silver. And then we saw this in my kind of browsing. So this does include the Mahdi issue, but this was also in the UK. A 1902 3p. And this is 92.5% silver. I'd say this goes for about $3. So I found a Morgan silver dollar. 1897, and those usually go for about $20. And this is a New Orleans mint. And we got a $50 commemorative for Booker T. Washington, and this is 90% silver as well, and I'd say this is probably about $10. In France, we got 1887 1 franc. This is 83.5% silver, and I'd give it about $3 or more in that condition. More foreign silver. We got a Germany 5 marks, 1963. This is 65 or 62.5% silver, and I'd say this is worth at least $5. Thought this was interesting, even though these are common. This is a Netherlands 1 gulden, 1956. Crossed out the original price, which was 30 cents. That would have been a steal because this is 72% silver, and I'd say it'd go for $3 at least. Some older silver. We got an 1895 3p, 92.5% silver, and an 1872 Canadian 5 cents. I'd say $4 on that. So, this is a silver-plated bronze medal for Pope John Paul II. It's got the Vatican on the back. I saw these going for at least $10. Another interesting medal. This is celebrating the bicentennial in Austin, Texas. This is quite hefty as well. It's a thick coin, and I saw on the edge that it said 0.999 FS. So that's 0.999 fine silver as far as I know. And I'd say this silver round is probably worth at least $25. This is a New Jersey coin. Found out this is a governor's edition from the Franklin Mint, and made out of sterling silver. So I looked along the edge. It was mostly reeded, but I'm glad I kept going around because it wasn't reeded here. and it said sterling, which means it's made out of sterling silver. So that's 92.5% silver. I'd give that one $10 as well. So some of you have probably seen this. This is a Colombian Exposition dollar, 90% silver, 1893. These were sold at the World's Fair and didn't actually have too many sell, but they're still somewhat popular by people that hoarded them. These next few are ones I'm pretty proud of for discerning where they came from. This is 1798, and I found out this one's from Guatemala. Now, this back is kind of popular because we have Hispan, and most of it is the same, but between all the Hispanic countries, there you have slight differences. So what tipped me off is this M on top of that column. That's how I know it's from Guatemala, after looking at all the pictures on Numista, because it could have been Colombia, it could have been Chile, it could have been Guatemala, Mexico, all sorts of the Spanish colonials. So this is Carlos the Fourth there. You see 4 eyes. I think that's an odd way of representing the 4th in Roman numerals. Not exactly correct. But this is 89.6% silver, and I'd value this in this condition probably about $16. Really cool piece. And then the other one I was really proud of finding out is only worth probably about melt value, about $2.50. This is 83.5% silver, and it's really hard to see much on the back other than the wreath around the edge. But the wreath and this shape gave it away, and the fact that I could see an HI right there helped me with the Numista advanced search to find out this is from Romania. And we got 1874 down there at the bottom, and this is 1 leu. So again, probably only $2.50, which is the melt value, but really cool find. Okay, the last two stopped my heart, kind of. And you're thinking, wait a second, Brad, this is a shield nickel. Yeah, but usually all the shield nickels you can't see the date, and this one is an 1881, which is a key date. Only 68,800 were minted. So this is pretty rare. It's made out of copper nickel, but in this condition, I've seen it go for $80. So $80, and we'll see where that goes. Really cool. The last one is the best 2-cent piece I've ever seen. Look at that condition. 1869. It's got a few dings at the top, but hardly any wear at all. You can see a tad bit of wear across the Union Shield. That thing is beautiful. It's rare to find 2-cent pieces in this condition. So I'd give this one about $85 in value. Thanks for coming, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll be back next time with more of Not My Coins. See ya.